Today, better pictures of the new Mos Eisley Cantina were shown or revealed, and there's no new images or anything, the same two images that we have, but they just are in a more HD quality. So, with that, I decided to make a video on my opinion of this set, and it's really hard to say whether or not I think it is worth it or not. There's, in my opinion, lots of pros and lots of cons, but I'm going to be diving into it today and basically telling you whether or not I think this is worth the money. First things first, the minifigures. This has a nice amount of minifigures. This has 21, and if I am correct, I believe that the new Diagon Alley has 15, either 15 or 14. I may be wrong on that, but I do know that this one has 21. Now, something that I'm going to be mentioning a lot is the new Diagon Alley, because I think that is something that should be compared to this set, because they are around the same price, and they're very similar sets. They're big buildings with quite a few minifigures, and I think that the Diagon Alley, if you're considering whether or not to get this or the Diagon Alley, let me just say that you should get the Diagon Alley, because it's so more worth it. It has over 5,000 pieces for $400, while this is $350. At least I think that's what it is going to be. I don't know if that's been confirmed yet, but I'm pretty sure it has. But anyways, this is going to be $350 for just a little more than 3,187 pieces. Now, keep in mind that if this wasn't Star Wars, the price would most definitely be lower. An example of that could be Diagon Alley. Let's say Diagon Alley was only 3,187 pieces, just like this set. Well, it would probably be $320, while this is $350. Now, the $30 is, I think, okay. It's Star Wars. That's just what we've had to deal with, is the extra like $10, but this is an extra 30. Now, basically, the higher the price, the more like tens of dollars they're going to ask of you, even though it's not exactly the greatest price per piece. But anyways, I do think what really stands out for that price per piece thing and the price is that there's 21 minifigures. 21 minifigures compared to 15 is definitely quite a bit more, and the Diagon Alley is a bigger set than this, so it should probably be like the other way around. But I do think that the amount of minifigures definitely makes the price seem better. But here's the problem with that. Lots of the minifigures are very common or exactly the same to the prior minifigures. So basically, a good example would be Greedo. If I'm not mistaken, I'll double check right after this, but if I'm not mistaken, he is exactly the same from either the 2014 or 2018. The 2014 and 2018 ones are probably exactly the same, and this one is exactly the same to that. It has not been changed, it's exactly the same. That's a problem. Nothing is exclusive. I mean, there are exclusive minifigures, but nothing about your, like, main minifigures, like Greedo and Han Solo and Luke, have anything new or interesting or exclusive. And that's definitely something that's kind of unfortunate. Then, of course, you have your new minifigures like Ponda Baba and Dr. Evazan. Let's talk about them really quickly. These are the only minifigures that were leaked before any of these images were leaked, if I'm not mistaken. And I talked about them quite a bit, and I'm going to say the exact same thing that I did the last time. There's no arm printing, there's no leg printing. You only got the new torsos and the new faces. the hairpiece for Dr. Evazan is not new in any way, but we do have a new piece for Ponda Baba, his head, which is really great. And of course, the torso prints are new. I believe they do have just a little bit of back printing, but their legs are just plain dark brown for the both of them, and no arm printing whatsoever. Overall, I think that these two are okay, and I think that lots of people are excited for these because these are minifigures that we have never gotten before. So we're just happy that we're getting them rather than worrying about the arm printing or leg printing. But still, that would have been something nice to have. The bartender Waher, if I'm not mistaken, is exactly the same from the 2018 Cantina. And next to him, I'm sorry, I didn't look up any of the names, so I'm just going to be calling them whatever. This little, tiny little bat thing, or mouse or whatever. Um, First things first, this really looks odd to me, in my opinion. This is really not what it looks like in the movie. I really wish that they made a new piece for it, because it looks so weird, and that's not what it looks like in the movie. It kind of looks like, a pig head, almost, and I think that's kind of what it looks like here, but you got these huge, long, sharp ears for some reason, and I don't think the reuse of that piece works here. And on top of that, you also have no arm printing and just plain legs, no dual molding or anything. Now, I understand that this is usual for sets. Sets usually don't have anything new like that. That's usually something that happens in minifigure series, is dual molding and all that stuff. But still, I mean, it just makes the minifigures seem less interesting and just make them seem more boring to me. But that's just the way that Lego rolls. And then you got the Devil Guy, which is probably one of my favorite of the new minifigures. You have a new, if I'm not mistaken, a new headpiece. Um, and there's no arm printing or leg printing or anything, but I'm gonna say that about all the ones that don't. But in all honesty, lots of these minifigures don't need any arm printing or leg printing. That's just how it is. There really isn't any need, which I understand, but I mean, it just makes the minifigure look more detailed and looks more interesting. It stands out more. But I really do like this minifigure, and this is definitely one of my favorites. You also got this minifigure here, it's that one kind of weird lizard, crocodile kind of creature thing. Um, that one bounty hunter, it's the same piece but in a different color. A cool minifigure to get, but there's just really nothing interesting about this minifigure. But still, a nice one to get. Now, this may just be me, but for some reason, I'm looking at C3PO here, and he looks like he has new printing. Nothing on the arms or anything, but it does look like he has something different about him. I can't really tell, and chances are no, there's nothing new. But still, I still kind of see something different, but I'm not too sure. Han Solo also seems to be exactly the same hairpiece, same printing, no printing on the arms or anything. But this may just be me, but I feel like I see a new face for him. I don't know about you, but that's what I see. And once again, probably not. The Imperial Spy is definitely a really cool new minifigure. I've actually been wanting him for quite a while now, so it's really cool that we're going to be seeing him. And the Stormtrooper, although I'm still not a huge fan of the new helmet, I do think that it's cool that we're getting two Sand Troopers. And we're also getting that hammerhead kind of dude, that weird long neck guy. I do think he has different printing, but yeah. Anyways, that's pretty much everything about this set. I never really talked about the build itself. I really just talked about the minifigures, but that would just take too long. But I will give you just a brief summary. I do think that it looks nice. It is definitely bigger and better. And overall, it just looks much better, and it's definitely a bigger upgrade. Something that I really like is I'm seeing some pieces that are um, definitely colors that are quite rare and very new and stuff, and I do think that's really cool um, that we're getting them in here because they're kind of hard to find in other places. But anyways, that is my opinion for this set. I am going to be trying to get this. I entered a giveaway, so I entered a giveaway to possibly get this, so I'm crossing my fingers that I'll be able to get this for free, but who knows. Um, but if I do not win that giveaway, then of course I'll still try to get this. But still, I do think that the extra 30 is really unfortunate, but I do think that it is still worth it. So my final conclusion, as for now, it may change once we get better pictures and stuff, but as for now, I think that it is worth it, and I think that you should get it. But if you're thinking about getting the Diagon Alley, I do recommend that rather than this. But still, this is a great set nonetheless, and I'll see you guys in the next one.